I watched my wife walk through the front door and back out again, and the number floating above her head went from 2 digits to 3. I was pumped. A while back, after I made an offering to the god of wealth, I gained a new ability. Whatever I looked at, a glowing price tag would appear. And the number above a person's head? That's their total net worth. This out-of-nowhere ability gave Lin Feng a new resolve. With eyes that could see right through people's wealth, even in the worst case, he'd make it to billionaire status. But before he even got the chance to share the news with Liu Ru Yan, a sudden bombshell blew everything apart. Liu Ru Yan walked in the door with a young, fair-skinned guy in tow. Well-dressed, arrogant as hell. Clearly the rich young heir Long Yaoru she'd been going on about. Lin Feng, let's get a divorce. Long Aotian comes from money. Not like you, some broke village guy who nearly killed himself just to afford one apartment. Long Aotian owns multiple properties. He'll give me and my son a much better life. Lin Feng scanned the numbers above both their heads. Liu Ru Yan's read 3 million. He knew exactly what that was. Half their shared marital assets. The downtown apartment was worth 6.5 million, so they'd each get just over 3 million after splitting. But when he looked above Long Aotian's head, his blood ran cold. The number read 20 million. Lin Feng laughed coldly to himself. So Liu Ru Yan had been completely played by this pretty boy fraud. She had no idea that the glamorous life she'd been dreaming of was a scam from the very start. Thinking back on everything he'd given this family, Lin Feng felt nothing but bitterness and disappointment. He'd grinded day after day, up before dawn and home after dark, all to give his family a better life. And what did he get in return? Nothing but Liu Ru Yan's endless contempt and insults. Now she was openly bringing her side guy home and throwing divorce in his face. That final act of coldness extinguished the last flicker of warmth Lin Feng had left for her. His heart was done. Faced with Liu Ru Yan's demands, Lin Feng didn't hesitate for a second. He calmly agreed to the divorce. That quick, clean agreement caught them both off guard. They clearly hadn't expected him to be this easy. Once it sank in, Liu Ru Yan turned around and got angry, demanding to know if he'd wanted out all along. Lin Feng was cursing her out in his head, but kept a calm, humble face as he responded, "But Ru Yan, you're the one who asked for the divorce. You said our son would have a better life with him. If that's really true, I'm willing to step aside for you two. I just hope someday you'll still let me come see our son, and see you." Hearing that, Liu Ru Yan let out a cold snort, and looked at him with full disdain. "At least you know what's good for you." The next morning at 8 a.m., barely light outside, Lin Feng reached out to Liu Ru Yan first and rushed to the civil affairs office to finalize the divorce. To make sure there'd be no loose ends later, he also had them both sign a detailed post-marital asset division agreement. What surprised everyone was that Lin Feng chose to walk away with absolutely nothing. No assets, no claims. Not even the 3 million plus that was rightfully his. That same afternoon, Liu Ru Yan and Long Yaotian couldn't wait. They ran straight to the civil affairs office and got married on the spot, like they were terrified Lin Feng would change his mind. Lin Feng watched them both beaming, completely oblivious to anyone around them. The corners of his mouth curled into a cold smile. One laugh. Then he turned and walked away without a single look back. After leaving the civil affairs office, Lin Feng put his wealth-seeing eyes to work, hitting over a dozen lottery shops one by one. He bought every scratch ticket that showed a winning amount. When the dust settled, he'd won a total of 36.58 million yuan. That money wiped out every bit of hardship from his past. Liu Ru Yan would never know that the ex-husband she tossed aside like garbage was now, with these special eyes, only a matter of time away from being the richest person on the planet. Lin Feng then headed to the company he'd worked at for years, slapped a resignation letter he'd already prepared onto his boss's desk, said one thing: "The world is big. I want to go see it."